So here we are, game number 1 in the finals of the PMS H2O Diamond Master Grandmaster weekly number 12 between Kifire the Protoss, Honeybear the Zerg, starting off on MLG dual site. I don't know why, but recently for some reason my background image has changed on my on my main screen, when we're in the chat channels and whatnot. I don't know, is it maybe because I beat the campaign last night? I don't know if that has something to do with it.
You've been playing as a different race at all?
No, it's like the background. Well, let's do the introductions and then we'll talk about that.
Alright. Well, it looks like we'll say this is the 8 o'clock position, our blue Zerg, Honeybear, is going to be spawning here on MLG dual site, while Kifire, our red Protoss player, is going to be spawning in the 2 o'clock position. And these are forced spawn locations, only 2 spawn locations, so our opponents do know where they are starting out. And yeah, it's a shame the game got started, because Kifire was telling a cute little story about a probe in the chat before this game started, and we'll never know how it ends.
I'll tell you, the probe died from a baneling.
Oh, that's sad.
Story of a probe's life. Chews on some minerals, tries to bring him home, baneling just explodes. It happens. Life goes on. Well, not for the probe, though.
Yeah, right. Alright. Looks like we could...
So I don't know what that was all about. Caster, mothership is disabled for all games. So I believe I spoke to Kifire earlier because he said that he has played against Honeybear, so I guess Honeybear knows Kifire. And for those of you who may know Kifire from the Zeke tournaments or even the Playham tournaments, he is known as the carrier guy. Actually, how early was that pool? I missed the timing.
That pool was, I believe that was an 8 pool, and you can see Honeybear TT because it looks like Kifire got a really good scout and saw that spawning pool and knows what is on the way. So
yeah, so Kifire should be pretty good to hold this off.
Yep.
He will be throwing down his second pylon over by the gateway. Would not be surprised to see him throw down the cybernetics core to fully wall off the ramp, or maybe just the cybernetics core and then a second pylon to block off the wall.
And there's the cyber core, and look at that. He knows that zealot's may not be out in time, so there's the pro. Actually, the zealot could get there. He's chrono boosting it, but
yeah, he did chrono boost it out. It will may be able to get there just in time, and I don't know. He may have to throw down a pylon to be safe. And looks like he is going to keep this probe on high.
Oh no! And the Zerglings, they could have gotten in, but they're going to chase. There they go. They're going to get in.
But with this zealot out now, the zealot will be able to do a nice amount of damage. Zealots are pretty good against Zerglings, and you know what though? With the amount of probes that he has, he could be able to do some, good probe micro to hold off and wait for that zealot to come out. And a nice surround there on the Zerglings, and only killing 3 workers. So we look at the harvester count is 14-14, even up right now. Honeybear not continuing with any more pressure, and he did pretty good. He kept the Protoss on even footings with him. So. Yep. Wouldn't say a loss or a gain for either player. The only loss from Kifire would be that he had to use one chrono boost on the gateway rather than on his cybernetics core or on his nexus. So we shouldn't see too much difference here from the players. There is a hatchery down now for Honeybear at 18.
And I think he's going to be. I think both players are going to be happy now to sit back and play a little bit more of a macro game. Like you said, it was a pretty even trade. I'm taking a look at the resources lost. 250 for Kifire, only because that one zealot cost 100 minerals, but only 162 resources lost for our Zerg player. So, like you said, pretty even.
Yeah, it's funny to see 162, as you can see from the extractor cancel. It gives such a weird, odd number. Well, actually, it's an even number, but an odd-looking number.
Odd meaning strange, you say.
And it does look like Kifire throwing down 4 gateways, 3 more gateways on addition to the 1. Well, it looks like it's coming out with a 4 gate now. He did get that gas a little bit late because of the harassment from those Zerglings. So, I feel like right now he's just saying that his only choice is to go for a 4 gate, as you know, the possibility of getting Sentry out will be very difficult. Looks like Speed just started, 8 Zerglings on the way, but there are a couple of Zealots out here in front of his base, and that Warp Gate is going to finish just about the same time. Oh, maybe not. Warp Gate's going to finish very soon, but these Zerglings are out, but without Speed, these Zerglings will not do too well against these Zealots. And at the same time, this pylon is down. Warp Gate finishing up now. Going to morph these all into Warp Gates.
Yep, and Honeybear's going to see it. He sees it.
Yep, and he's going to start warping in. And right now, Roach Warren is nowhere near done. It's only about halfway through. But there are a nice amount of Spine Crawlers, nice amount of Lings. So we'll see here what Kifire can do. If he can do a lot of damage or not.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to hold off these initial Zealots, but he's going to need those. He's going to need those Roaches ASAP, because once the Sentries and Zealots really start coming in, it's going to be tough with just Lings. And unfortunately, these Stalkers are going to be able to poke at the hatchery, and these Spine are just not going to be able to do anything.
I think that these Stalkers are going to be able to take it down. I mean, there are a couple of Roaches on the way, which will probably thwart this attack, these Stalkers, but right now Speed is done as well, so once that Speed is done and those Roaches meet up, you're going to be able to get a good surround. And
he's got to get in there, and unfortunately he waited too long.
Good force field splitting up the Roaches. The Zealots dealing with a nice amount of damage to those Zerglings, but able to break through those Zerglings, and now these Roaches are going to start poking away at the Stalker and Sentry, but one Stalker will get away, and the pylon will go down.
And unfortunately, the cost of holding that attack cost him a hatchery, and we see a Stargate going down now.
I don't know, though. We do have a counterattack coming from the Zerg player. These Roaches are going to move across the map, and right now Kifire doesn't really have much to do with it. But actually the Roaches decide to stop. A couple of Zerglings going to meet up with them. Hatchery is rebuilt down there. But I don't know if Kifire really has anything he can do against this. There are a large amount of units coming through. Kifire sees these units, breaking at his pylon at the front, and
Sentry only has enough energy for one force field right now. He's going to need more Sentries, and he may be able to get one more out when he hits 200. Oh, excuse me, he's only at 70-something gas. Yeah, I don't know if he's got enough to hold. If Honeybear pushes,
well, he will be able to get one more Sentry out.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Possibly a second one. These Warp Gates are just about finished. He needs another force field.
And if he gets the vision up there, those Roaches can definitely do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to be able to get another... Oh, actually going to go for the Void Ray instead of the Sentry. Chrono boosting that Void Ray out. Once that Void Ray comes out, that should be able to push back this attack, as right now there's nothing here from the Zerg that can shoot up.
Oh my gosh, Peanut, do you see what I see in the 11 o'clock position?
Yes, I do. We do see the probe Kifire putting down his expansion at the gold. Smart.
The Ninja expansion.
Yep, that is a Ninja expansion. And looks like, I'm not sure, Honeybear sent in his Overlord and was able to spot that Stargate, and he's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
As you see, he quickly runs away. No Evolution Chamber down yet. Should expect to see an Evolution Chamber going down very shortly. Or a Lair instead, and I don't know, I think an Evolution Chamber would have been a smarter idea, because that Lair is not going to finish by the time his Void Ray gets down there. And only
you know what, though?
He
has 3 queens, and he's getting a 4th.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that 3rd one, so he should be fine.
Yeah, I think he's baiting or holding out on that Evo Chamber as long as he can.
Yeah, I mean, he has the creep spread across the ramp, so he should be able to do fine with those queens. He's going to try and use his Void Ray to poke in the back, maybe do some damage to his spawning pool, and he will be able to do some damage.
Nope, not going to be able to charge up completely. He's going to have to run away. And it looks like Kifire now getting his natural going, and I think this is actually going to be really, really good for him, because Honeybear can't possibly wonder about that gold expansion, so he just thinks, okay, I'm going to run my Zerglings in. I see he's expanding to his natural, so he's going to think he's safe to take his 3rd, but unfortunately for Honeybear, he's going to be a lot...
These Zerglings are running around, so We'll see. It looks like they're just going to post up at the third base. That Void Ray peeking in again, but not going to be able to do anything with those queens there. There's another couple of Overlords just around the map. If Kifire can just use that Void Ray, he can pick off 1, 2, 3 Overlords, and actually that would supply block the Zerg player.
And instead, that one Zergling does go down, and it looks like Kifire is going to make a little push. Immortal joining
looks
the fray
like a couple
now.
of Zerglings going to move into the main of Kifire and poke away at this Hatcher, this Nexus rather, and yeah, going to move his army back. Just kind of, you know, doing a little bit of sharking, as they like to call it, where you make the Zerg player build units rather than probes, drones, and the third base down for.
Whoa! Missed the Hydralisk den down for the Zerg player as he researches the grooved spines, the range increase, or excuse me, the range upgrade for the Hydralisks. I believe it's +1 to their range.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Gives them range of 6 instead of 5. Allows them to be on even range with Stalkers and outrange Marines.
And it looks like this Hatchery is going to finish up in the 6 o'clock position, so Honeybear is going to have his third, but unfortunately expanding closer to the Protoss player. And this gold is just going to go, I'd be willing to say, hidden for the better part of the game. I wonder if he's ever going to find it.
Yeah, I mean, this Zerg player, he's going to start looking at this army of Kifire and, like, seeing that it's getting larger and larger and just wonder, how is he doing this off 2 base? 1.5 base, even. You know, because that second base wasn't up, well, for what he knows, that second base wasn't up for a while. But we do look at the army supply. It's still in favor of the Zerg player, 66 to 39. There are a bunch of Hydras on the way. But the worker supply is in favor of the Protoss, and he's on 3 base, 1 being a gold. And the Zerg player is just kind of just getting his third up, just starting to saturate. Hasn't even really made too many more Zerglings to it. I can't tell if this is a... you can maybe look at this one. It is a rich Vespine Geyser, so Kifire is really in the money with this expansion here. He has 10 probes and 3 probes on gas, and wait, looks like the Zerg player is looking to move out. He's posting up his units at the Blue Watchtower.
Yep.
At the same time, Kifire preparing his army as well. He does have 1 Immortal, but 2 Void Rays and a whole lot of Stalkers. Look at the upgrade count. +1 for the ground of Kifire. No upgrades for Honeybear and none on the way. Spire just about finishing. And yeah, Thermal Lance almost done.
Yeah, halfway, just over halfway.
And the second robotics facility down as well.
And yeah. Two Robo Bays, and with the Thermal Lance, we're really going to start to see the Colossus count.
It does look like Kifire is
high.
moving out, and at the same time, it looks like Honeybear going to move his units back. He does not want to get caught off guard.
No, it looks like Kifire
did just see that gold base, and now he's going to be wondering, how long has that been up, and how long have I been blind?
Yep. Kifire looks like was just doing a little creep control down by the third, but unfortunately, yeah, this third is just going to really start to...
Yeah, so Kifire noticing that he has scouted that base, so he's going to put down an expansion at his third over here, you know, in the case that gold does go down. But honestly, that gold has gotten a lot of use. It's been mined about 5, 10, 15, 20, 2,500 minerals, and about 1,000 gas.
Yeah, it's already paid for itself, even if it goes down.
Yeah, definitely. But Kifire is going to defend it.
Yeah, but while his whole army's out of position, looks like we're going to have 7 Mutalisks flying to the back of the main, no photon cannons in the back, and he's going to get a couple of probes.
Yeah, definitely, but there are 5 more gateways going down. So pretty soon Kifire should be able to warp in a bunch of Stalkers and be able to deal with this, but looks like he will warp them in now. And wow, a lot of workers killed. 17 workers killed by these Mutalisks here. Not sure if it was all the Mutalisks, but definitely most of them.
No, actually it was 18 by the Mutas. There were those 3 in the very beginning of the game.
That's right. And look at the warp gate count. There are 10 warp gates now for Kifire. Blink is just finishing. If only he got that blink like half a second sooner, he would have been in a better position. But Another Zergling run by, and the Roaches and Hydra's going to move in to try and take out this gold, but he's going to get caught off guard, and I don't know, I think Kifire has a superior army right now.
Definitely catching the Zerg out of position.
Yeah.
He's going to have to retreat. And Templar Archives just went down for Kifire as well.
Still has his base running. He's just fighting. He's just playing with fire here, and looks like just killing out all these creep tumors, as many as he can, and just gonna push it as far as he can until the Zerg player decides to engage. And he's in a pretty bad choke right now, but I think this is a really good position for the Protoss player. And the Zerg player just does not want to deal with it. And here goes the engagement. The Roaches are getting force fielded back. The Mutas are being hit by the Stalkers, and the Roaches can run away with the Mutas to die. And really good job by Kifire to take this army out. And it looks like there's going to be nothing else that Honeybear can do as this army is just barreling through. That Immortal has 9 kills, 12, 14, and 15 from the Colossus, and I just think that Honeybear has nothing else that he can do right now.